I am Nivedita Chaudhuri, third semester student of Geography Honours of Hiralal Mojumdar Memorial College for Women at Dakshineshwar. Thank and the gratitude goes to Dr. Amrita Chaudhuri Madam of our Geography Department, who has helped and encouraged us to make this project fulfill and successful. The grateful honor goes to our respected Principal Madam, Dr. Shoma Ghosh, who has always encouraged and inspired us to have performed various educational curriculum activities. And lastly, thank to my co-partners, Shahini Kole, who have helped me and tried to complete this project successfully. In this video, we will discuss about global warming, the severe climatic change. We know that climate change is a long term change in the average weather patterns that have come to define Earth's local, regional, and global climates. These changes have a broad range of observed effects that are synonymous with the term. Our today's topic, global warming, is a type of climate change that is one of the biggest and crucial climatic problems in today's world. The largest driver of warming is the emission of greenhouse gases, of which more than 90% are carbon dioxide and methane. Fossil fuel like coal, petroleum, gas burning for energy consumption is the main source of these emissions, with additional contributions from agriculture, deforestation, and industrial processes. These greenhouse gases and industry emitted air pollutants like sulfur dioxide, methane, nitrogen dioxide, chlorofluorocarbon, etc. collect in the atmosphere, absorb sunlight and solar radiation that have bounced off the Earth's surface. Now, we will learn the causes of global warming in detail.
We search for the causes of global warming, we will see that there are few causes of global warming. Number 1, greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is the warming of climate that results when the atmosphere traps heat radiating from Earth to space. Certain gases in the atmosphere resemble glass in a greenhouse, allowing sunlight to pass into the greenhouse but blocking Earth's heat from escaping into space. The gases that contribute to the greenhouse effect including water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide and chlorofluorocarbons. On Earth, human activities and changing the natural greenhouse. Over the last century, the burning of fossil fuels like coal and oil has increased the concentration of atmospheric carbon dioxide. This happens because the coal and oil burning process combines carbon with oxygen in the air to make carbon dioxide. Number 2, burning fossil fuels. When we burn fossil fuels like coal, oil and gas to create electricity or power our cars, we release carbon dioxide pollution into the atmosphere. Australians are big producer of carbon dioxide pollution compared to the rest of the world. Our level of carbon dioxide pollution per person is nearly double the average of other developed nations and more than 4 times the world average. Number 3, volcanic eruption. Volcans can impact climate change. During major explosive eruption, huge amounts of volcanic gas, aerosol droplets and ash are injected into the stratosphere. Number 4, deforestation and tree clearing. Plants and trees play an important role in regulating the climate because they absorb carbon dioxide from the air and release oxygen back. The stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide, contributing to global warming. Number 5, agriculture and farming. Animal, particularly livestock like sheep and cattle, produce methane. When livestock are grazed at a large scale, as in Australia, the amount of methane produced is a big contributor to global warming. Number 6, increase of use injurious goods. In today's world, luxury goods such as refrigerators, TV, perfumes, air conditioning, etc. have grown exponentially. CFC gas is used to make this, which is responsible for global warming. Number 7, oil. The flammable weapons used in these oils release large amounts of radioactive material into the air, which increases the temperature of the atmosphere. Number 8, nuclear explosion. The 1986 nuclear explosion at Chernobyl in Soviet Russia caused huge amounts of radioactive material to be released into the air to warm the atmosphere. How is the impact of this global warming on our planet? Is it good or bad? Now we will take a look.
Impacts of this type of climate change have not been spread evenly around our planet, and they won't in the future either. Temperatures increase at different speeds everywhere, with warming generally higher over land areas than oceans. Now, let's see What kind of impact does this global warming have on the world? Number 1. Change in weather. According to the report of Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change in 2019, extreme temperatures on land are projected to warm more than global average surface temperature, with substantial differences from place to place. Number 2. More droughts and heat waves. Droughts in the southwest and heat waves almost everywhere, particularly in the Mediterranean region, including southern Europe, northern Africa, and the Near East. And in southern Africa, South America, and Australia are projected to become more intense and cold waves less intense everywhere. It was seen that 2019 was the second hottest year on record. By the end of this century, what have been once in 20-year extreme heat days as one-day events are projected to occur every 2 or 3 years over most of the nation. Number 3. Increase of natural calamities. The intensity, frequency, and duration of North Atlantic hurricanes, as well as the frequency of the strongest hurricanes, have all increased since the early 1980s. In the summer of 2004, there were about 562 tornadoes in the United States. In India, the chances of western disturbance is gradually increasing. Recently, in 2020, there have been severe cyclones like Amphan on May, Nisarga on June, Nibhar on November in India. Now, let's have a view on some parts of tropical cyclones happening in 2020. Number 4. Rising of sea level. According to NASA, global sea level has risen by about 8 inches since reliable record keeping began in 1880. It is projected to rise another 1 to 8 feet by 21st century. This is the result of added water from melting land ice and the expansion of seawater as it warms. In the next several decades, storm surges, one high tides could combine with sea level rise and land subsidence to further increase flooding in many regions. 5. Arctic likely to become ice-free. We know Greenland and Antarctica are home to most of the world's glacial ice. More than 90% of our planet's freshwater ice is bound in the massive ice sheets and glaciers of this Antarctica and Greenland. As temperatures around the world slowly climb, meltwaters from these vast stores of ice add to rising sea levels. All by itself, Greenland could bump sea levels by about 7 meters if its ice melted completely, and it's melting. This animation shows the cumulative change in Greenland ice sheet thickness and the melting ice sheet's contribution to global sea level from 1992 to 2018 with projections through 21st century. The projections were drawn from the fifth assessment report by the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change or IPCC. New predictions by the journal Climate Dynamics have found that sea levels may rise far sooner than expected as global temperature is rising continuously. With these rising levels, we can expect devastating storms and global temperatures rising even faster because there is less ice to reflect heat. It is suggested that experts have been underestimating how bad the impacts of climate change might be, not accounting for extreme weather events. Number 6. Ocean temperature, acidity, oxygen level. The IPCC report finds limiting warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius would reduce increases in ocean temperature and associated increases in ocean acidity and decreases in oxygen levels, which pose significant risks to marine biodiversity, fisheries, and ecosystems. Oceans will become more acidic due to higher concentrations of carbon dioxide at about 1.5 degrees warming. Number 7. Depletion of marine ecosystem. At about 1.5 to 2 degrees Celsius warming, the geographic ranges of many marine species will shift to higher latitudes. New ecosystems will appear and there will be more damage to marine ecosystems, according to the IPCC report. Fisheries and aquaculture will be less productive. Some ecosystems, such as coral reefs and kelp forests, are less able to move. Ocean warming, acidification, and more intense storms will cause coral reefs to decline by about 70 to 90%, which would sharply decrease biodiversity as well as people worldwide who depend on coral reefs for food, livelihoods, coastal protection, tourism, and other ecosystem services. Number 8. Impacts on biodiversity and ecosystem. According to IPCC report, at 1.5 degrees Celsius warming, about 16% of insects, 18% of plants, and 8% of vertebrates will see their climatically determined geographic range reduced by more than half. It is found that risks from forest fires, extreme weather events, and invasive species are higher due to this global warming. Except this, entire ecosystems will shift from one type of biome to another with about 50% area. In the Mediterranean biome, desert and arid vegetation is projected to expand. Tundra and boreal forests in Earth's high latitudes are particularly at risk of degradation and loss with biome shifts, likely in the Arctic and in alpine regions. Rainforest biomass will reduce and deforestation and wildfires will increase. Here are some species which are being extincted due to climate change. Number 9. Affection on agriculture. As the whole precipitation rate is reduced due to global warming, the soil moisture will decrease significantly. As a result of this, yields for such crops like maize, rice, wheat, and other cereal crops will be smaller, especially in sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, and Central and South America. Even rice and wheat will become less nutritious. Projected food availability will be less. Number 10. Impacts on humans. IPCC report says that climate-related risks to human health, livelihoods, food security, human security, water supply, and economic growth will increase. The trend of chronic diseases and malaria, dengue fever, etc. vector-borne diseases will more increase, and overall the mortality rate will increase. Except these points I have described, there are also various effects about global warming, like number 11, seasonal changes, where the frost-free season and corresponding growing season has been increasing already, whereas heat-trapping gases like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon, etc. emissions continue to grow. Number 12. Changes in precipitation, where more winter and spring precipitation is projected for northern hemisphere than southern hemisphere over this century. Number 13 is economic impacts, where overall economic damages from climate change are projected to be large and the gross domestic production will be fallen gradually. Now, there is a big question is arrived. Is it really possible to suppress these formidable effects of global warming? Or do we have to face terrible consequences?
Global warming is certainly one of the top environmental issues today. We can take simple actions to help reduce global warming. Number 1. Reduce, reuse and recycle. Do our part to reduce waste by choosing reusable products instead of disposable. Number 2. Use less heat and air condition. Number 3. Change a light bulb. Number 4. Drive less and drive smart. Number 5. Buy energy efficient product. Number 6. Use less hot water. Number 7. Use the off switch. Number 8. Plant a tree. Number 9. Encourage others to conserve.
So, we can see that in order to protect all of us and the entire biodiversity, it is essential for the earth to survive well. Therefore, our only goal and duty should be to act worldly with the help of the science. Thanks for watching the video. Please comment in the box below about how our video is. If it will satisfy, then please like, share and subscribe our Hiralal Mojumdar Memorial College for Women channel with hitting the bell button. Thank you.